Hello and welcome everybody to another Avatar: The Last Airbender draft. I'm paulcheon and we are sitting here eternally at rank 3. We were actually ranked 3 in the last video. We went 1 and 3, as you can see here, and we're still ranked 3. So hopefully we can build and not fall down. Drafting Boros didn't go so well. I kind of locked myself into the archetype after my first 2 picks. Kind of trapped myself, to be honest, and hopefully we can take those learnings and be a little better in future drafts. Now, before we hop into this draft, just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. TCGplayer.com is the place to go to for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product, including, of course, Avatar: The Last Airbender, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, or commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much, much more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Alrighty. Let's do better than 1 and 3. 1 and 3 was kind of bad. Alright. Pack 1, pick 1. What do we have? I'm just going to ignore the commons. You know why? The rares and uncommons are busted. So, we have Zuko Conflicted. This one is just good in my opinion. Like, I don't think it's good enough where, like, you want to lock it in. So, I think if you're Rakdos, yes, you'll play it. But, and Redirect Lightning, stop asking me about this card, okay? And this is one of those cards, somebody has to prove to me that this card is busted. I just don't think it is. Yes, the ceiling is really high. But other times, you literally hold it in your hand, and your opponent just play creatures, and it doesn't do anything, okay? I think I'm going to take Iroh's Demonstration. This card's awesome. 1 and a red for a lesson. Deal 4 damage to target creature or 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. So if your opponent's playing like a go-wide deck with a bunch of water bending, you can kill a bunch of things, or it's a really rock-solid removal spell that deals 4 damage to something. Haru is cool in an allies deck. Sokka, rather, can be pretty cool in a regular deck, just like a regular beatdown deck. But let's take Iroh's Demonstration here and move on. Ooh, I do love Teo. Teo is amazing. Pack 1 picked, although this is really interesting, okay? It's not Momo. I'm not even a big fan of this card. This 1 mana 1/1 flyer, non-lemur creature spell. I'm not in for it. I mean, it does ramp you, but like it's not really gonna get that much. It is a mana creature. Actually, hold on. Momo, Teo, or Boomy. There's also Lightning Strike. Do I just take Lightning Strike and just take 2 red cards to start? No, you know what? I want to draft a Lessons deck, all right? And I'm going to splash for this card. I think this card is an awesome payoff for Lessons. So I will take it over Lightning Strike and be a little bit riskier, okay? We'll play a little bit riskier. We'll see where this goes. What do? 1 blue, draw 2 cards. If I waterbend 6... Instead, shuffle your graveyard into your library, draw 7 cards, and you have... What the hell? So, if you waterbend 6, you draw, like, 7 cards? Okay, I'm going to try this card, too. That's another Haru, which is good in allies. Path to Redemption's a fine removal spell. War Balloon, I don't love. I'm going to try this card. This card seems sweet. And this is... you know what? I wanted to go back to my winning ways... But I'm also really interested in drafting sweet decks. All right, we'll take Lost Days here. Really expensive card. I don't love it. Maybe I should just take Bitter Work. Whenever you attack a player with 1 or more creatures with power 4 or greater, draw a card, Earthbend 4. It looks extremely slow, though. I'm going to take Lost Days. All right, let's see if we can draft like a Teamer Lessons deck. I'm going to need a bunch of ramp, but I want to try to make this work. But we are not getting the Lessons cards because obviously it is massively overdrafted. What do I take then? All right, I'm not seeing a lot of green here. There's a Sabertooth Moose line. I might just take Yuyan Archers. It's a fine 2 mana play. You can put Lessons into your graveyard. It digs. Like, I actually think this card is pretty solid. So let's go ahead and take that here. We're still trying to figure out our colors, obviously. Leaves from the Vine can be interesting. Although this pack is woefully bad. I mean, Sun Warriors is good. It's the best card. Like, I don't think I want Leaves from the Vine. Maybe I do. All right, you know what? Let's just I'm just moving all in on lessons, all right? We'll see what happens. Okay, another more red-white stuff. More red-white stuff. Well, this card's just pretty good in general, so I guess I'll take Fire Sages. And see where this goes. First time flyer or platypus bear. I think I like the fact that this does the self-mill stuff, and I think that's going to be pretty important for this type of deck, so let's take it here. So it looks like we are more likely to be a blue-red base, but we'll see where this goes. I'm going to need some mana fixing here to be able to play the Boomy, though, on the splash. And this is not the mana fixing I need. And, I mean, there is a world where we can, I guess, pivot to, like, red-white. Maybe red-black and take Zuko. There's just nothing in Temur that I want here. And Zuko seems quite strong, potentially. Alright, well, I'll take the Zuko in case red-black ends up being a thing. Yeah. I'll take Zhao. And I think we're going to have to abandon ship here. I don't know. We'll see how Pack 2 goes. But Lessons is among the more fun things you can do in Magic. And so I just feel like people are leaning very heavily into that archetype. And so I don't think it's very open. What we've seen so far are like red-black cards and red-white cards. And so I might have to make the pivot here. Red-black sacrifice can certainly be a thing. And that's all we're seeing. So I feel like that's what we have to do. We missed out on a lot of picks. Taking Boomy over Lightning Strike is now certainly costing me. But can you blame me for trying to do something sweet? I tried. And but it does feel like red, black, and white are the open colors, and blue and green certainly are not. I'm sad, but let us make the most of this situation and try to figure this out. I will take the red-black land here over Deserter's Disciple. I've been getting kind of mana screwed a lot over the last few drafts, and I haven't been respecting my mana enough. So let's take the Boiling Rock Prison there. Yeah, let's do that. And besides, these are like 3 power creatures. I also don't even know how good Zuko Conflicted even is. And of course, we open a bunch of busted blue and white rares. This is ridiculous. Appa, Steadfast Guardian, 4 mana for a 3/4 flash flyer. Yep. When it enters, airbend any number of other target non-land permanents you control. When you cast a spell from exile, make an ally. There's the Unagi of Kyoshi Island. There's Aang. Okay, well, what do I take? Buzzard Wasp Colony is good in like a green-black deck. There's Poxbearers, Deadly Precision. Ugh, jeez. I mean... Alright. I gotta pick a lane, and look, we didn't see a ton of white either. I just felt like we saw red-white cards specifically, and now we're gonna get a bunch of these green cards. But based on what I saw in the first pack, I think I should try to go down this road and be responsible. There's a Badger Mole Cub. There's an Earth Kingdom Jailer. Those are the best cards. There's a Daily Agents. There's nothing I want. The best card here for me is a Fire Nation Cadets. All right. Red-black aggro. I'm going to not take this. I think I have a really good chance of tabling the Zuko. So I'm going to take Heartless Act here just because it's a really good removal spell. I like it over Sold Out. And we'll see where this goes. I mean, given that we tabled the other one, right? What does Obsessive Pursuit do? Whenever this enchantment enters and at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose a life and make a clue. I'm in. Whenever you attack, put X+1/+1 counters on target attacking creature where X is the number of permanents you've sacrificed this turn. If X is 3 or greater, that creature gains lifelink. Another Grand Judy is really cool in red-black, but let's take the Portal. I mean, black was pretty darn open. Okay? Is this a noble? How are you not a noble? Has he already gone to the dark side? Or the light side? Oh, man. Low and Lee. You get a lesson or a noble. I mean, I feel like red-black is supposed to have lessons in noble. I have a lesson here. There's also Mai, which is a noble. Callous Inspector This card's just expensive. I'm just gonna take my. If low and lead tables, low and lead tables, but look, this is my game plan. Aggro, some sacrifice, and beat people down that way. Epic Downfall is a really good removal spell. Deadly Precision is also good, and Jet's Brainwashing is also good. But I think this is just the most consistent removal spell. This one steals something, so if you have lots of sacrifice, it works, but it costs 4 mana. Let's take Epic Downfall here. Hey, look, I mean, at least we identified that this was the open color, and it looks like we are doing pretty well here. Here, I think I will take Ty Lee over Fire Nation Cadets because I only currently have 1 lesson. So we're not super heavy on lessons right now, and this is just like a solid way to push damage through. Man, if we do well with this one, like with the number of picks that we threw away, I will be very, very happy. All right, red, black, Hama, triple black, not interested. Judy, however, as a way to like turn on sacrifice stuff seems really nice. Being able to sacrifice Callous Inspector is great. Working with Zhao is also quite good. And then obviously you can do stuff with Obsessive Pursuit as well. So, all right. Our 2-drops are looking great. There's Cunning Maneuver, which is a decent trick, but Pretending Poxbearers is also pretty good when you're trying to sacrifice a bunch of things. So I'm going to take that as well, although we're very, very high on 2-drops now. I'll take Jet's Brainwashing. This could do work in this type of deck, assuming I end up with enough sacrifice cards. Right now I have Judy. Well, there's the Zuko. There's also Callous Inspector, which what does this even do? I lose 2 life and draw a card, or put a counter on this, or add red, or I can give it to my opponent. Okay, well, let's take it and see what happens. Not really a how to start a Riot deck or a Hog Monkey deck. I'll take this because it's a lesson, but probably not going to play it. Yeah, Fire Nation Cadets right now is not looking particularly strong. Cunning Maneuver can be a thing, but these are all maybe cards. Ooh. Boiling Rock Rioter is really interesting. We do have some... we have 1 ally. How do you have a firebending card and then you have 1 ally? I guess red-black isn't really meant to have allies, but it's just weird. Am I just supposed to take Fire Sages instead then? I mean, this also has firebending. Exiling cards out of the graveyard can also be relevant. And if I pick up more allies, it can do more work. You know what? This hoses the lessons deck. Let's try it. I have a trillion 2-drops. So I want to try the Boiling Rock Rioter. But by the way, I am now aware, okay? I am now aware of the fact that you can only return allies from your graveyard, okay? So that was my issue before. Fatal Fissure, is this any good? All right, well, this pack has nothing for me. I'm going to speculate on Fire Lord Azula. But right now, my mana fixing is not good for it, but I'm just going to hope. Now we get the Hermetic Herbalist? Now? And a Watery Grasp? Like, what is happening? There's an Aang here as well. There's a Fire Nation Cadets, but I don't have any lessons. I have 1 lesson? Do I still take it? Maybe I take Rumble Arena for a potential splash. Yeah, I'll do that. If I get like a blue-black land and I don't lose out on something else, I'll consider playing this. There's a Deadly Precision here and a Jiang. 3 mana for a 2/3 firebending 1, exhaust, and then I can copy... When you next cast a lesson spell, I only have 1 lesson, so this is actually not good. So I will take Deadly Precision. I think this is actually actively a card I want in this deck. So let's take that. Corrupt Court Official or Pretending Poxbearers. I think I like the Ravenous Rats a little bit more. Okay, do I have a Noble? I have 2? What are they? Oh, that's a Noble. What's my other Noble? I mean, I'm gonna take it. I clearly. Oh, I have my. Great. Okay. Yeah, let's take this. I mean, we're just gonna be red-black here for the most part. I just don't think it's worth the splash, especially when I'm trying to curve out. I'm just gonna play like all these removal spells and be happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 removal spells, plus an Obsessive Pursuit. Oh, and a Lightning Strike. Okay. I mean, we're working with something. Like, this was clearly the open lane, so, you know, we definitely have something to work with here. This is certainly not a fire... I only have one lesson, so this card is just no good. That's a really late sparring dummy. I will take Earth Village Ruffians. I mean, I'm doing the sacrifice thing, so this is a totally fine glue card for this type of deck. It's a late Sokka. Take Fire Nation Raider, probably not playing. I think this is just our deck, by the way. Curve is fairly low, but I'm going to play 17 lands, I think, and see how this plays out. Creature counts at 15, okay. All the fire... Oh. See, no respect for the Watery Grasp still. Ooh, Jong. I don't have any lessons, though. It's just Firebending Exhaust 1. Exhaust... Is that good enough? Maybe it is. I don't think I want the Disciple. Well, we got it anyways. Like, it might just be good enough. Like, even without lessons. Like, obviously you want lessons. I don't want to... Do I want to play this? I've been having so many color issues, but... You know, a Scryland is powerful, and it doesn't come into play tapped. Alright, look at all of our 2-mana creatures. They're all pretty good. I think the Peddlers are just bad. 16 creatures. What is it? I had a creature I wanted to get rid of. I don't remember what it was. So, I need to... Oh! This always just, like, replaces itself, right? It always makes a clue. But then for 4 mana, I can threaten. And I have double Deadly Precision. So it's like a 5-mana combo, right? Like, imagine this is like a 5-mana card. If I have one of 2 Deadly Precisions, or I have a Judy in play, I can steal something and then sacrifice it. And get a clue out of the process. I mean, that's exciting enough where I want to at least try it. Okay. What's my noble? What's my noble count? 1. So I have a noble and a lesson. Is that good enough to play the low and lead? I can probably cut Cunning Maneuver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, is this a 16-lander? Maybe I just don't play this. Yeah, you know what? I actually kind of like the idea of 16 lands. Let's see. What's my white card? Oh, Poxbearers, 15 black. So, like this. So I have the dual land. Our curve is super duper low. I cut the low and lead because I only have 2 targets. There's even worlds where like I draw the low and lead and I don't have anything to get. And I just play like a really low curve beatdown deck with some sacrifice synergies and try to win the game that way. All right, well, don't have lessons for the cadets. All these other cards look kind of medium. I don't think my mana fixing is good enough for Fire Lord Azula. I'm going to give this a try. We'll see how this plays out. All right, this was a late pivot. I wanted to be blue-green, and I ended up red-black after a end of pack 1 pivot. We'll see what happens. All right, before round 1 starts... If you have been enjoying this content and you wanted to support the channel in a different way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I do believe is a fantastic way to join a great group of folks looking to also up their limited game. All right. We have 2-lander, Yuyan Archers, Jong with Deadly Precision. When you next cast a lesson spell this turn. Okay, so this is a sorcery, but... I think we can figure it out. But this is also sorcery, rather. Ooh, what do I discard? I may discard a card. I mean, I don't have any fodder, but this is probably going to be good. I'm just going to keep everything. Like, my hand is good. So, no, that's fine. Oh, that's really good for deadly precision. Let me think. Like, this I don't need to use because, like, I'm going to be looking to copy a spell, so I would rather have them play more creatures first, right? So I'm going to play Ty Lee first. What are they doing? Okay. I guess I'll play this because it's a better use of my mana. I mean, at this, like, my hand is all removal. Like, maybe I'm not supposed to. Firebending 1. No, I'm not going to pump it. I mean, I certainly want to use some kind of removal spell here. It's probably just this. Because they can sacrifice the Path to Redemption next turn. Combustion Man! Alright. I have so much darn removal. I think I'm just gonna cast Sold Out on this. I forgot this card had prowess. Okay, Callous Inspector down. Alright, that's fine. Okay. That's a clue. Alright, let's use Epic Downfall here. And then attack. And then let's crack this clue, I guess? Okay. Stop playing ginormous things. Holy cow. Alright. Well, I think they're just dead now, right? Let me think. Let's do this just in case. Trigger Prowess. Attack. Can't block. Alright. Boom. The crazy thing is, like, my opponent played a thing every turn, but I just killed everything. Alright, red, black, kill everything. That's my new strategy. Okay? Play a random dork and just kill everything. Let's go. Firebending feels very strong, by the way. If you got a bunch of instants and stuff. Alright, on the play here. Swamp Mountain. And a bunch of cheap things, which is kind of how we drew it up. Let's play Poxbearers here. Would love land number 3. Rebellious Captives, sure. I imagine they're not going to block here. Now I want to play the Archers, and what do I want to discard here? I think the Court Official here doesn't look particularly strong. Oh. Alright, we're just going to miss a land drop. Okay, that's a ramp effect, right? It can't block unless there's 3 lessons, okay? Yeah, I mean, this is like... To say that this isn't annoying, I would be lying to you. This is, kind of silly. Right? Let's play Judy. Yeah, I mean, this is silly. All right. We are not interested in continuing that game. And you know what? The streak of just like completely getting crushed by non-games continues. I mean, to be fair, I think even if I had a very good draw, I do not think I was beating that, right? Turn 4, Unagi at instant speed. There's very little I can do about that, so good beats. All right, on the play here. Let's keep it going, though. Let's keep things positive. We have a turn 1 Callous Inspector into a turn 2 Zuko Conflicted. That's a really good start. And I'm really curious to see like what I'm supposed to do with this thing. I assume it's draw a card, right? Don't play your own. God, you lame-o. Alright, let's go. Lightning Strike is the way to kill this, or Deadly the Sacrifice card. Oh. Alright, so let's just draw extra cards. I feel like that's probably going to be the best way to get ahead in this matchup. Whenever you attack, where X is the number of permanents you sacrificed. I'm not sure if I should play this right now. I feel like I just want to add more to the board. So I'm going to go with the Poxbearers here. I mean, I'm assuming they're going to have a good play here. Oh. They put it there? Okay, let's think here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, it keeps track of what you've been using? My bad. I should have put a counter on this. Okay, that was completely my bad. Darn. Okay, well. That was 100% my fault. Oh well. I think we're... Yeah, that I wasted that mana. That sucks. Oh, that was so bad. I feel like that was just... Was that a good use of your turn here? Now my question is... should I play Fire Sages or this? Flip this. I think I should play Fire Sages. Wow. Wow. Alright. Well, I'm hoping they die to the Zuko. Man, I think I played this game pretty poorly. Alright, I need to get back. Ozai's Cruelty. Oof. The fact that they're not going to get punished for that, or maybe they won't, we'll see. They're getting a lot done for 2 mana, I will say. And they have the Bone Splinters here too. Alright, I am totally out of action. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should have played the Pursuit. This is like an absolute disaster. Yeah, getting an extra counter the turn before would have been way better, right? So that ended up costing me a point of damage even. And them being at 2 would have been huge. So if I lose, we know where the fault's at. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Does it exile? Oh. I literally would have won the game had I done it the other way. I literally should have won this game, but I did not know how Zuko worked, and that is my fault. This doesn't exile, it simply destroys. This hurts my soul. This really does. And then we move to rank 5. I mean, I deserve that one. That was literally me. So I misclicked because I thought I could choose the draw card option again, and I just didn't see it anymore. And I just like misclicked and hit the mana when, like, obviously had I known how that card worked, I would have chosen the +1/+1 counter. If anything, maybe I should have chosen the +1/+1 counter immediately. That sucks because I was so close. Alright. I have no one to blame but myself there. Turn 1 Callous Inspector for the opponent. I'm gonna really focus. Okay. This is I'm legitimately kind of upset about that. That sucks. Is this card good? Why is everybody playing this card? I think draw card should always be almost always be the first thing you use with that card. What do you do? Okay, they played a Shrine. I mean, I am 1 and 2. This card is really bad. Because I don't have any allies in my graveyard, right? Alright. Oh, I had a Lightning Strike in my deck too, okay. Yep, we're gonna put a counter on this. Attack for 6. Fire bending, yep. Not really gonna use the mana in any way. Let's play the Poxbearers. Nothing to Epic Downfall, I have a Lightning Strike, and I have a Sold Out. This is one of my few allies, by the way. Merchant of Many Hats, okay. Interesting. Oh, this might be like the Azula's card or something? So this gets -1 and that gets a +1/+1 counter. Sure, I'll kill you. I'll kill this. I want to keep my life total pretty high. And then now I can tap this ally to exile this, and I can play it. Okay, if this doesn't work now, I'm going to be very upset. Alright, let's add red mana. Let's go sold out on you. Full control. Firebend. Mana. Okay. It worked! Yes! Alright. Alright, there are 4 life. Nothing big. They haven't played a big thing yet for Epic Downfall. I guess red, black... I mean, even my deck doesn't have that many targets. This is a very good removal spell, but... They will get Zuko next turn, though. Yep. I guess I just don't attack and let them kill themselves with the Zuko? I mean, they're probably going to draw a card to try to find a way to kill Zuko somehow. Also, this card doesn't seem all that strong to me after playing with it for a little bit. Like, you're going to need a lot of sacrifice outlets. Because you kind of want to sacrifice Zuko. And if you do, like, is it worth it? I don't know. It's a cool, unique design, but I don't actually know if the card is actually good. Wait, what? Oh, he killed my... I thought I get a 1/1. Oh, man. That sucks. Okay, oh, their hand is loaded if they're discarding abandoned attachments. Okay, well, that's Fire Lord Zuko. Let's kill you. Alright, they used Firebending Lesson on that at least. But I am out of action. They should sack their land. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, there you go. Let's kill it while it doesn't have any counters. I mean, it is straight up top deck mode here. We both have 7 lands in play. I have 1 in my hand. They probably also have 1 in their hand. Okay, well, at least that one cycles. So close. Fire Nation Drill with no targets. Wow. Okay. Alright. I forgot I had this. Because of the archers, I need to be holding 1 land in my hand. Okay. Super interesting. I think I just need to play both. Okay, well, this doesn't kill me. And this is 2 lethal attackers. So unless they like drew 2 removal, okay, they're pumping my creature, cracking a clue. I need this. I need this so badly. What do? Exile the top. This card's really good too. But their deck's better than ours. They have a Wrath, Fire Nation Drill, and the Legend of Roku. All right. All right, back to 4. Back to 4. Believe me, as upset as you probably are about that Zuko play earlier, multiply that by like 5. And that's how I'm feeling. I never claimed to have great reading comprehension. Alright, you know, I might hold off on Zuko. I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to play this thing turn 2. Let's just play Fire Sages. I'm gonna hold off on the archers until, like, you know, I have the lands and spells that I want. Oh, okay, look at this. Look at this! They took 2 extra points of damage! Who do they think I am? Who do they think I am? Thanks for taking the 2 damage there, friend. Alright, what does this do? 2 mana, make a firebending token. Whenever creature control attacking... Okay. Alright. So next turn I can go Zuko and double strike on the Mai. See what they can follow up here. Their own Yu-Yan archers. Again, very solid card. They're playing some kind of like lessons value-y deck. I want to keep the board clear, so I'll attack. I'm going to give this double strike. Then I will play Zuko. Dragonfly Swarm, sure. Okay, so they're letting me get value off of this. They have... The question is whether or not I want to draw a card or put a +1/+1 counter on Zuko. If they had a removal spell, they would have used it. They could have the... It's just always draw a card, I think. Okay, they draw a card. Attack. Alright, they're at 8. Play the Inspector. Play around Quench. What do you do? Target creature you control gains Firebending 4 until end of turn. Okay. Alright, 4 cards in hand for the opponent. So, obviously they can play any number of nice things here. Alright, Mongoose Lizard. I assume they're gonna go after my Menace creature here. It would certainly make sense, otherwise they just take extra damage for no reason. Okay, they like taking extra damage for no reason. Now what do I do? They're at 8 life. I suppose I'll put a +1/+1 counter on this. Alright, that was good. Good choice, I suppose. I have lots of removal. I really need to find one for the lizard here. A Threaten would also have been really good. So we have a lot of live draws here. We have Zhang, okay. And another... Wow. Playing against some nice ones. This is the deck I want to draft, but somehow I never get it, and all my opponents manage to get it. It's not cool. I just completely ran out of gas here, which does happen in some of these color combinations, I guess. Yeah, I mean this deck is nice. I just Oh, they're digging. Okay. All right. They're at 7 life. Let's kill the lizard. Let's draw some cards. Drew another land. 9, 10. Gosh, a little too many. Pass. Wait, why did they do that? When? Okay. So whenever you're Firebend, it gets a quest counter. Then if it has 4 more quest counters on it, you may copy that ability. Okay. I've had so many people play this card. I guess we'll see what happens. I think Rakdos is just bad. You know what I mean? I feel like that's probably the case here. Like, I feel like the only place where I've had a lot of success is like the white decks. Outside of that, it's just been kind of a struggle, to be honest. Sold out. I'm at 4. Yeah, this is not enough. So close. This is... Alright, we died. Yeah. You know, I actually would have had a chance if they didn't have the dragon. Yeah. Well... It's back-to-back bad drafts. Back-to-back bad drafts. But you know what? I'm going to share this as well, because I want to share some of the struggles as well. Like, when everything goes well, obviously everything looks very nice. My record should definitely be better, right? Like, I should have beaten that one Rakdos opponent had I chosen to put a +1/+1 counter on this the turn before the red. I added the red mana. It was literally, I was 1 point short. So there's that. My deck certainly had plenty of interaction, but I will say that the one thing that this deck really lacked was when the deck goes to the late game, you just kind of run out of stuff to do. Right? You just don't have anything to do. You just, like, if you don't kill your opponent when you get to the late game, that's it. And so my opponents were mostly able to stabilize, and we just didn't quite have enough to kind of close things out. I think the Obsessive Pursuit was a really good way to change that. I think this card is quite good. I think maybe I should have played it earlier in that one against that one opponent, and I think that also cost me because that was like the best mind rot ever. So certainly didn't necessarily play my best. Also, I feel like Zuko is just not very strong. Like, this is just not a bomb, okay? Like, the fact that you just give this to your opponent and then they just have, like you get them low and then they have this. And then if they're not, like, super low, they just get all the value back as well. So, I think this is a cool card, but it's just, like, Remember like Norin the Wary? It looks good, but it's not. I think that's where I'm at with Zuko. I just wouldn't take this that highly. In fact, I should have just played something else over it. But all in all, I think the Rakdos deck is okay. I have not been having a lot of success with like base black decks overall. You have access to a bunch of good removal, but your creatures are really bad. And so you're going to need to get that carried by a different color. But yeah, I mean, this is just back-to-back bad drafts. Nothing really I can say about this one other than we made a very late pivot. I thought we were actually in the right lane. I think this was what we were supposed to be outside of possibly Boros, but black was also pretty open and we had some of the sacrifice stuff going, but I just feel like I ran out of gas in a lot of my matchups. I threw one game away and my last round opponent like had an incredible lessons deck. So it is what it is. I will try my best to try to figure out what it is I need to do. It feels like sometimes like when you just play two colors, like you're just not going to end up with enough. Maybe I should have played the low end lead. Like maybe I'm supposed to try to play a game that looks to go to the late game because this deck certainly didn't have the ability to close. Maybe I'm supposed to be greedier and play like blue and play the Azula. Like I don't know. I really don't know. And that's still something that, like, I'm trying to stay on the more conservative side and try to draft, like, two color decks. But maybe I should have tried to expand my horizons and try to do some other stuff. But you know what? I will continue practicing, improving, and seeing what I can do in future draft videos. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top of the line deck boxes, playmat sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much, much more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.